I think it's okay to just accept the fact that like you're not worth following.
I want this to be our culture now.
Why would they want to help us achieve our business goals? Hey, get excited for the video. Hey, get excited.
Get excited, yeah. Nice job, everyone.
Goodness gracious, bro. Dude, I gotta freaking keep this place nice. We're T-minus 1 week, and it was looking like boof.
Dang. Oh, we're walking together?
Yeah. Make it natural.
I'm natural, bro. I'm all natty.
So we were actually just talking about this.
Yep.
But when we first started, the biggest problem was leads. But like we quickly realized that leads are actually really easy, and building a team is what's hard. It's really, really hard to get people to be as bought in and like to care as much as we do. And that becomes the biggest part of business.
He said everything.
You got something to say about that, dude?
He literally said everything. The thing is with the team though is that you're never done building the team. It's always going to be progressing. You're always going to find out you can do things better. You're always going to be changing things. Big thing that I've realized is that it's always evolving.
And we've realized like we just have to become better leaders. But in reality, like we just weren't good enough to where people actually wanted to follow. Come on, dude, follow the leader, bro.
All right.
Come on, dude.
Here we go.
Do that thing that you were doing behind the camera like this.
I was like,
Whoa, whoa, not like you were doing that.
Chill.
Any last words? What do you have to say about leadership? No, dude, I need something about leadership.
This is our team captain right here.
What you got to say about
Round of
leadership,
applause.
dude?
That's the TC.
TC.
Okay, we had a lot of failed truck checks this morning. Just wanted to go over it as a whole with you guys. This failed. This right here is not okay. Hose reel needs to be put in the warehouse. Needs to be organized a little better. Make these suckers clean. All right, boys, drum roll, drum roll, drum roll. Here we go, here we go.
Dang.
So 3 callbacks last week.
Dang.
Not terrible. I think last week was our first real week back with good weather and such. But we completed 93 jobs, so our callback percentage was 3%. Good week last week. You saw we did just over 20,000 last week. So good week for January. Going into this year, a couple weeks ago, we had a big, we had a leadership meeting that was about 3-4 hours long. And we each had to get up and present like pretty much our goals for this year. My main goal is establish a technician culture of be the standard. We've been talking about all this stuff. I want this to be our culture now. So implementing it a lot with you guys, holding the line with it. So for you guys, kind of broke it down on how you guys can kind of set goals. So you guys can set a yearly goal, and then that yearly goal breaks down into your monthly goal. And then that monthly goal breaks down into your weekly, and then your weekly breaks down into your daily goal. I've been having some one-on-ones with the guys, in-person one-on-ones in the mornings before they go out to their jobs. It's more on a personal level, and in my training, I had them write down some goals, daily, weekly, monthly goals. And it's been really cool to see what they want to accomplish, but while talking with them, it's been cool to go even more like specific on their goals. So a lot of the goals are, I want to get 2 reviews a week, and it's pretty broad. So I'm trying to help them go like even deeper, like what am I going to do to get 2 reviews a week? And a lot of them are like, I'm going to ask every single job for review, whether they're home or not. That's more granular than just, I'm just going to get 2 reviews a week. Just getting more granular on some goals and goal setting, which has been really cool. And it's also good to reconnect with them. I mean, it's the middle of the winter right now, just to seeing how they're doing on a personal level, and just kind of get some feedback on how I can do things better, how we can do things better to make their life easier, etc. So one-on-ones are always a good time.
Where are you going? Go check him out? See how that guy's doing. I had a dream last night. Don't put this in the video. Oh, I treated myself. Got the new iPhone, dude. I'm getting all the new toys and gadgets this week.
I need you to tell the people all the new stuff you got in here.
All the new stuff what do you mean?
Hide the credit cards. Hurry.
I'm spending money right now. What are you doing here? Company?
Just spending money.
We haven't showed this yet?
No.
Check it out, guys. I got my bad.
That's fine.
This is my monitor. I know it looks like it's Apple. It's not. It was half the price.
Little light bar.
A little light bar.
Nice.
For whoever was roasting us on the podcast for not having podcast arms, we now have 3 podcast arms. They're now in the budget.
Yep.
We got a new desk, which is sick.
Yep.
Got the bookcase. We don't know how to. If anyone knows how to interior design, let us know. Because we don't know how to do that. I got some drawers. Because I always just be having. Oh, we got checks in there that I haven't deposited.
Pretty much
Got the boys. Shout out to the boys. I like it dark. Like, look at this. Yep, do that. Look at the vibes. See, look at that, dude. But yeah, it's vibey.
That's the.
So I can be in the lab just
chefing.
chefing up some expense spreadsheets.
Nice. Good work.
Thank you. No, you good work.
Thank you.
So I was on call with Hunter Davis, who's in the window cleaning games, and we were just chatting about kind of like where his business is at for. Ooh. Just Taz cheese and dog. And he was like, "What?" He's like, "What is the one thing in business that if I were able to figure out, it would solve like all the problems? Like, what's the big domino?" I was like, "I can tell you what the big domino is, but your business isn't ready for it." And he's like, "Well, what is it?" The problem, like the thing that if you had right is people. Like if you just had all the right people in the right place, your business would take off. Like they would handle everything. Everything would be great. Ideally, you have people that are smarter than you in every single role, and so you guys aren't maxed out at capacity, and like everything's great. The first problem is you can't afford those people. People that are really high caliber, they want high salaries, and they usually want like some type of ownership or something. Even if like you come from daddy's money and he pays for all of your employees for you, which would be crazy, it still wouldn't work, because even if you had the talent, you wouldn't have, first off, the business or the systems to support them. And yeah, you could argue that those people could build it, but like you wouldn't have the context to guide them in the right direction. And also you just don't have the skills as a leader to actually lead the team to the goal. Like you just don't have those skills yet. In reality, you haven't earned it yet. And it just takes 3, 4, 5 years, maybe even 10 years of just grinding and figuring out everything, building the business that can financially support the team, building the context to where you actually understand the business in and out to where you can make good decisions. And honestly, like building a culture where people actually want to stay. Like there's so much that you just have to build and you just have to earn. The cool thing with where we're at is I do feel like we are at a point where we have put in the work over the past 6 years to where we have earned the right to start like building this team that can just take Mint to where we want to take it. And there's kind of two sides. Like first off, I mean, we've been talking about this a lot, but there's the leadership side that we've been developing, but also there's the technician side. And like as we built the company, it's gotten easier and easier to attract really good technicians because we pay better, but also like the business just has more credibility and we have more clients and we have more trucks, and it just makes it easier to attract talent. You still have to manage that talent. That's kind of like the skill that we're learning right now. And so Ian's being very, very hands-on. He's actually kind of going back into the field and not like cleaning on the truck, but he's almost every day in the field with technicians, making sure that their door approach is right, making sure that the quality of service is right, making sure that they just know everything that they should be doing on the job, that the experience is kind of like up to our standards. Also, he's very involved in like what are the personal goals of the technicians. A big thing that we've realized is like, yeah, we can establish standards, we can hold guys accountable, but if we don't help them become better people and we don't help them achieve their own goals, then why would they want to help us achieve our business goals? Ian's in the field doing his thing, helping the guys, leading the team. I'm over here trying my best to lead the leadership team, and Ian is doing his best to develop the skills to be able to lead the team of technicians. I think he's doing a great job. Excited to see how good the team gets. Hopefully the team is ready for spring. We made it to Chipotle. I was telling Brenton, last time we had to come to Chipotle, we were talking about something super similar. There's recurring themes with all this stuff. Chipotle just brings it out of us, dude.
If I do look down, if I do look low, I'ma do a little dance, and I'ma make a little love. If I do look down, if I do look low, I'ma do a little dance, and I'ma make a little love.
So one of my goals for this quarter is to do 36 infield one-on-ones with the guys, just to go out with the guys, do a quick little training with them. A lot of the guys I think need a little bit help on like greeting and communication, different things like that. So just coming out with them, making sure that everything's dialed in there. So we're with Victor today, just doing that, making sure he's good. You know, Victor's pretty dialed. Just doing a little fine tuning with some things, but I mean, out in the field has been really good because you always get to see how they actually are in person with the clients and stuff. So it really gives me a good gauge on what I need to be training on, especially in the Monday morning meetings as a whole. So like communication has kind of been a constant thing throughout all techs. Like some techs are really good at it, but most of them can need a little bit of help on it. So maybe now I need to focus. I mean, I've already put a focus on communication, but maybe more intentional on communication in those Monday meetings. So just get a better gauge on where the guys are at as a whole, and kind of just see I can be more tactical in those trainings.
Like it never really happened. Would you wait till I'm home? Won't you wait up, right on? If I change, if I go, put it down on me, put it down on me. Won't you wait till I'm home? Won't you wait up, right on? If I change.
We're gonna go to Highland. All right. Well, good work, bro.
See ya. Later, bro.
Dial.
Good work.
Like your tattoo.
Thank you. It's Paw Patrol.
There we go. All right, bro.
Nice. Show them what we got. Show them what we got. Zang.
Made these like 6 years ago.
Made these forever ago. Never used them.
We need to keep them.
Sir, can I talk to you for a second?
Yeah, what's
I
up?
wasn't sure if you noticed, but you have a bunch of scratches on this window.
You scratched them.
No. I took a picture.
Got me up here.
Yeah.
There for show in that corner.
That is so crooked.
No.
That was crooked. Go down on this side. Yeah. Don't splash the camera.
These are musty windows.
Hell yeah.
That shit took squeegee.
Yeah, that rubber is
Busted. Look at that
cooked, bro.
freaking streak up there.
The scratches on this glass is
Right corner,
crazy.
boy.
Yeah.
Hit that whole corner. Mm-hmm.
We like don't even clean the windows.
Yeah.
Nice.
All done.
Nice work. Solid work there.
Appreciate it.
Hi guys, welcome to another episode of the pod. Check. Gat thoughts. Like I wrote in my journal this year, like one of my goals this year was like to become a better leader. I knew when I wrote down the goal that it was a bad goal because it didn't mean anything. And so I've been really trying to understand like what does being a better leader mean? The conclusion that I've come to, or at least what I'm trying to understand. I think a good leader is a leader that's worth following, and I don't think that a lot of leaders are worth following. At least I don't think I've been, for the majority of the time that I've been an entrepreneur, have been a leader that's worth following. I've kind of realized that there's 3 things that make you worth following, and they kind of go in steps. And so like the first one is character. And so like when you're first starting off in your business, a lot of people, you're going to hire someone, or you hire like your friends or your family or whatever. For example, Ian, they want to work for you because they just like you as a person. Or you have some type of skill that they think is admirable or whatever. But for the most part, it's just because of the character that you have. Once you have the person that like likes you and they want to work for you because you have a good character, they're not going to stay with you long term unless you have a vision. The reason why is because, like, for example, when I first brought on Ian, again, me and Ian have known each other for a very long time, and so he liked me. But if I didn't have a long-term vision of like where the business was going and what that would mean for him, he would have never stuck around. Initially, employees will stay because they like you as a person. After that, there needs to be a long-term vision of where the company's going to go and how that's going to affect them long-term and what's the benefit. But you have to be super, super careful with vision. I think for me, I've always been a very strong visionary, and I think because I have such a big vision, and a lot of times I don't know how to do the thing that I have a vision for, I overpromise and underdeliver. And I think you have to be really careful when you're a leader and you are casting a vision, is you have to make sure that the thing that you're saying is actually possible. Because the third thing that you need to be a leader that's worth following is proof. Because if you have this massive vision and you tell everyone you're going to take this business to the moon, and then you don't actually achieve anything that moves the business towards that vision, people will see you as a fraud. And people will start to see you as a liar, and people won't take your word for anything, and you'll just lose all of your credibility in your business, and everything that you built will come crumbling down. I think that I've spent a lot of time the past 6 years like developing the person I am. I think I've always been very naturally good at like casting a big vision. I've always wanted to do very big things, and I think that I'm decent at like explaining that to people. I'm a talker, so I like to talk about the vision. But I think that the third thing that is the hardest thing to develop is proof. And because proof just takes time. Like this whole concept of becoming a leader that's worth following, like I think those three things have helped me kind of give myself a direction of the things that I need to work on. But in reality, like no one just becomes a leader worth following tomorrow. If you're in the spot where you're just starting out your business and you're like, it's frustrating because like you can't attract good talent, and you try so hard to lead these people and no one wants to buy into the vision, and no one wants to stay with the business, I think it's okay to just accept the fact that like you're not worth following. It doesn't mean that you're not always going to be worth following, but like right now you haven't achieved anything and no one wants to follow you, and that's okay. Put your head down, grind, work for the next 5 years, build the proof and earn the stripes, and like become the person that you need to become to where you are worth following. I still don't even think after the amount of time or after everything that we've built, we have enough proof to really be like, I'm a leader worth following. But I do think I'm a leader worth being interested about. I don't know. Like we're getting there. So yeah, we're going to keep working on the team, keep building the company, keep working on building proof. Thanks for watching.